Hello, welcome to my channel. Early in the morning, I'm back in Minneapolis. Need my coffee. Absolutely need my coffee. Anyway, I'm gonna do the video here of the before and after of my lot using the Skydio 2. You haven't seen the Skydio 2. Plus, I did do a little tracking footage of Jack on the little one-wheeler, if you know what that is. It's one of those electric motorized one-wheel things, which is kind of cool because it shows kind of the tracking capabilities of the Skydio and how it doesn't run into stuff. So yeah, so check out this video. I'll do a little voiceover so you can understand what's going on. Okay, so this is the before footage, and you can see my truck is parked in this clearing that I made with this skid steer a couple months ago. So I'm gonna fly over kind of where my campsite is, and I'll see if we can see it here in this video. It's kind of hard to see because there's a lot of growth in the trees now. Earlier in the spring when I did the flyover, there wasn't leaves, but if you look closely in the crack somewhere in the center, you might see my tent in there. I see some stuff down in there. So right about here is where my campsite is. And in this video, I flew all the way back to show the creek. I decided to speed up a little bit because I figured, well, we don't want to do a slow flyover the whole time. Somewhere in here I speed up. There we go. And the creek's pretty cool. I didn't do the creek on the second flyover because nothing's really changed in that front. But yeah, it's there. That creek flows into the Mississippi River. Alright, so this is my attempt to try to fly down the trail that I had made before the clearing, and I wanted to see if the drone could do it. Remember, this is the Skydio 2, and the Skydio 2 has all this obstacle avoidance. So it's got 6 cameras, draws a 3D environment, and will not, like, I can't fly it into anything. It will not let me fly into things, which is really nice. So here I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get over to the opening, and it's not wanting to go. So I had to raise it, you know, it's trying to avoid my truck, trying to avoid the leaves on the left. Now there's the path right in front, and I thought I could thread it through here, but it would not let me fly through here, and it's because those leaves hanging over, and there's just too much vegetation, and it just refused. You can see me trying right here. It's like, nope, not gonna do it. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I kind of wish I could have got through there. I mean, I know if I had an FPV drone, I could have done it because there's no obstacle avoidance, but then I would have crashed into stuff probably. Yep, you see me like, nope, can't do it. So now this is after the clearing. Little different angle. I didn't fly up, but you can definitely see here from the driveway that is now in there. It's not completed yet. There needs to be a culvert at the beginning. They're doing that this week. And then this was this past weekend when all my friends were hanging out and we were riding the trails. So you see my camper and you see them parked around. So there is a skid steer parked there. That's because they're not finished laying all the class 5. So that doesn't belong to me. I wish it did. That belongs to the company that's doing the work. So I did a little turnaround, a little horizon shot. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I do use the tracking to track Jack on the one-wheeler. I think that's what those things are called. And it's pretty cool because it's a little easier to track. Like, I've tried to track myself, and that's a little trickier. But when I have the controller and I can just select what I want tracked, and I just selected him, it does an awesome job here. It's 100% automated at this point, but I get to choose whether I want to take back control of the drone or not, and you can see me standing there. So this is cool. Watch it avoid the leaves on the left, avoid the leaves on the right. See, it just kind of makes its way through there. So it can get through there now. It just needed a little more room. Now he's having fun. He's like, oh, cool, this drone's cool. So now I'm telling him to go back down the driveway. Here we go. And same thing, you'll watch how the drone avoids what's on the left, avoids what's on the right. It dips down and goes to the left and then rips through because it started to get behind and it had to find its way through there and speed up. So that was totally automated, and then this is me taking back control. So it's kind of cool that I can select objects that are moving and it'll follow them, and then when I want to take back control of the drone, I take back control. Now here I'm manually flying it, and you'll notice that it avoids things like, so on the left it automatically avoided those leaves. I didn't do that, and it automatically avoided. I'm flying it, as straight as I can through there, and that's it. Okay, so there you go. That was the Skydio 2. I haven't done any footage with this for a little while. I like controlling the drone and filming others. I'm not such a huge fan of me self-controlling it with the little beacon or whatever. I mean, it works, but not for the purpose that I like to use it for. What I learned is, like, when somebody goes off a jump, it just isn't quick enough to react to that sudden shoot up. So I can fly back a ways and film somebody jumping, but then, you're not up close and personal. So probably where I need to go with it is, if I do want the closer shots, I need to learn, and again, this is a learning thing for me, it does shoot in 4K, so I can edit that in the video, but I don't know how to do that yet. So I guess that's something I can learn, and once I figure that out, then I can just film from farther away and zoom in to shots and stuff. But as far as like flying through the woods, if there's a lot of trees, like in Cuyuna and in most mountain bike trails here, it's pretty tough to do that. But I will go probably take it out to Cottage Grove Bike Park again, and I will probably go out to Wisconsin and ride some of Tony's trails and stuff. He doesn't have any trees around, things like that, and use it for that kind of purpose, or like what I was using it in this video. So yeah, Skydio 2, it's pretty impressive, but it's not 100% in my opinion. It's just like riding through the woods, there's just too many trees and branches and things that just won't do it. Not at the speeds that we're going mountain biking. If I'm walking, yeah, I can do it, but riding a mountain bike, not really. Anyway, enough said on the drone. That's my property. I'm pretty stoked. The middle of that open area that you saw will have my house eventually, but for the time being, I'm having electrical wired to it, and I'm gonna just stay in my trailer when I'm there. And then hopefully either by the end of this year or early next year, I'll start building my house, and we'll go through that. Somebody did ask to see the plans, or my design plans, and I will do a video on that too soon. Appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. This is Shad Life. Peace. See, I added them both in there. So now everybody's satisfied.